Hello, hello. I hope you all have had a good week. So we've accomplished a lot. You all turned in your article evaluation essays this past week. Please know it's going to take me a while to get these graded. I'm working on them. I'm working on them steadily, but it's going to take some time, potentially longer than the last essays took. So please be patient with me. I'm grading them in the order they came in, and I am working on them as quickly as I can. So this week we're moving into comparative writing, and I've asked you to do a few things this week. Please know that your workload next week will be lighter. So struggle through it this week, and then there's a little bit of a break on the horizon. So this week I ask you to do some reading, and I ask you to complete a quoting and paraphrasing exercise. This exercise is designed to see how well you're able to quote, how well you're able to paraphrase, and how well you're able to create in-text citations, and how good of a job you're doing at putting those things into your text. Do the best you can with it. I'll be giving you feedback on it, so give it your best shot. So I ask you to read Grant and Lee, A Study in Contrast by Bruce Catton. Please know, first of all, that this essay is not what I expect your comparative essay to look like, but I wanted you to read it to look at some of the things it does. So first of all, a comparison is at its most useful when it looks at surprising differences between things that appear to be very much alike on the surface, or surprising similarities between things that appear to be very different on the surface. And from the title of this essay and from what we know about Grant and Lee, I think a lot of people would immediately assume that they're going to be very different people. And Bruce Catton does a very good job of looking at similarities and differences and showing us that really these guys have a lot more in common than they did not in common. And I also want to note that it's perfectly fine and encouraged to talk about similarities as well as differences in your comparison, okay? You don't have to do all similarities or all differences. It's okay to mix it up a bit. So for the article comparison, what you're going to be doing is comparing how the scholarly and popular articles you chose deliver their information to their audience. And you've got some of that done from your article evaluation. You already picked out your articles, so hopefully this is not going to be too hard on you. I've tried to create this assignment in a way that you've got some things that build up to it. So this week I ask you to create the outline for this essay. This outline should be a formal sentence outline. It should use Roman numerals, capital letters, all of that. There's a sample outline in the course site. You do not have to use the points I use. This is just a sample outline. I know that some of you are going to have some of the same points I do, and that's okay. But please don't look at it and go, oh, I need to talk about X, Y, and Z that she said in the outline. This is just there to show you what your outline should look like. So the outline should have a working title, as in that title may change. It should have a working thesis, as in that thesis may change as you draft. You should have topic sentences for each of the major sections in the body of the essay, and they should be complete sentences. And you should have your A and B level points that show how you're going to be organizing this essay. When you're writing a comparative essay, you have two options for organization: block and alternating. In block format, you talk all about one of the items you're comparing and then all about the other item you're comparing. So if you've got 3 points and 2 items, in block format, you would talk all about item A, point 1, 2, 3, and then you would talk all about item B, point 1, 2, 3. Now, alternating or point by point is the more popular method that students use. I think it works better when you have maybe 3 or more points that you're working with. If you only have 2 points, block format is probably fine. But students typically find that they have to write less when they use alternating, and that's a little bit easier to keep up with the organization. So most students do go for alternating. One is not right or wrong. It's a matter of preference and what's easier for you to do. I believe that the sample outline I give you this week is in alternating format. So in alternating format, instead of going topic A, 1, 2, 3, topic B, 1, 2, 3, you would say point 1, topic A, topic B, point 2, topic A, topic B, point 3, topic A, topic B. I hope that makes sense. So as you're creating your outline, if you're going with the alternating format, remember that if you are doing the alternating format, you will be talking about both of your articles in each section. So your topic sentence should fit that, okay? So your topic sentence shouldn't just be about one article. It should be about both. And I've reflected that in the outline that I give you this week. So this week you've got your quoting and paraphrasing exercise, and you've got your outline. Please note that I will be working to grade those as they come in. So even if you don't have your essay grade back yet, I will be getting that work back to you as quickly as I can. And I'm going to work to grade those as they come in, maybe starting over the weekend, definitely by Monday. And I'll be checking in this afternoon before I leave too to see what needs to be returned. So you've got, let's see, the quoting and paraphrasing exercise, you've got the outline, you've got a quiz, you've got a checkpoint, no discussion this week. I think you have enough to do. Then next week, you'll be working on your draft. I have encouraged you all to hold conferences with me. I'm not asking you to come to my office. I mean, you certainly can if that's convenient for you. But what I like to do for these essays, when students can arrange it, and you can, this is not that hard, is to set up a Blackboard Collaborate session where you and I are in a video conference, and you don't even have to be on the video if you don't want to. What I'll do is have you email me your paper, and I'll put it up on the screen, and we can look at it together and go through and talk about it, and I'll make comments. So it's optional, but I highly recommend that you take advantage of that, and that would be something that we would set up in week 8, which will be March 20th through 26th. So, of course, if some of you are ahead of the game and want to set one up before then, we can do that. I'll have some availability at the end of next week. So, that's pretty much where we are. We are past the halfway point of this class, if you can believe that. So I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope things are going well for you. As always, if you have questions or need help, please get in touch, and I look forward to getting your essays back to you. Y'all take care.